Hey guys, so I wanted to get on here and wish everyone, I hope everybody had a wonderful Easter. The Easter Bunny brought Savannah a little piggy, and of course, the kids a bunny. But yeah, and I just want to show you guys, this is nothing new, but it's absolutely adorable. So it's a little koala. So anyhow, I hope you guys had a wonderful Easter. I hope you guys believe in, you guys do the whole Easter bunny thing, and if you're religious, I really hope, I know so many parents, and it's up to the parent. I'm no one to judge, okay? No, I'm nobody. I am nobody to judge, but if you are religious, I know they have, like, the Easter bunny and everything, for fun, for funness, right, for the kids. You can still, very well include fun. Actually, I just saw a video, Harleston's mom, oh my goodness, Holston's mom, or something like that. Her baby boy's name is Holston, I believe. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but, he's adorable. I guess he just turned 1 a little while ago. I don't know if he just turned 1 or what. I think a month ago he turned 1. Anyhow, she was explaining to him, about Jesus and how the Easter bunny is Jesus' friend, and I just melted. I melted to the floor. Her baby boy, like I said, he's like 12 months old, and she's like, "Where's Jesus?" And he points to his heart. Like, oh my goodness gracious, that has to be one of the sweetest things I've ever witnessed in a video. Ever. So, good job, Mommy, for that, because I just think that's absolutely adorable, saying that the Easter bunny is, Jesus' friend. And honestly, my kids do know exactly what Easter is, and, obviously, it's nothing new to them, because, Cheyenne's 9, Owen's 7, to Savannah, I can say that, but, the way I explain it is just the fact that, this is a day where Jesus, went to heaven, went to the heavenly gates, for our sins. He sacrificed himself for us. And I just explained that the Easter bunny brings treats, to celebrate such a wonderful thing that Jesus did, and how all the animals, I kind of told him that the Easter bunny is to celebrate spring, and all the animals were happy when Jesus did that for us. Kind of like, I still included Jesus and everything into the Easter bunny, but in a different way. Just more of a, like the Easter bunny comes for the spring and for the new season, and because of Jesus, going up there to heaven. But to explain it the way that YouTuber explained it to her 1-year-old about how the Easter bunny is Jesus' friend, oh my goodness gracious. I'm going to have to copy her and tell Savannah that, because, it's beautiful. So, anyhow, though, my point is, I just hope that more parents explain to their kids, tell the kids, include Jesus in it, because we wouldn't be celebrating Easter if it wasn't for Jesus. I hate it when parents just do the whole Easter bunny thing and they just make it all about the stupid bunny, and it's like, you know what, the bunny's just there for the stores to make more, moolah. So, yeah, that's just my take, my thoughts on it. So, yeah, I really do hope everyone had a wonderful Easter. If you're not religious, then that is fine. I hope you still had a wonderful, Sunday, and it's still a holiday, technically, so I hope you had a good holiday. However you spent that, we spent it with my family, and it turned out to be okay. My family always has to throw a little bit of something in there, but, it was rather interesting, and it was, no fighting, so it was good. So, and I think, not just Thanksgiving, we should just, share our thanks. I think all holidays, all the time, actually, even maybe once a day, we should take out a second, doesn't matter how hard the day is, how stressful your day might be, we should take out a second, out of that day, at the end of the day, and just, think about what's, good in your life, and think about, the good, especially if you have shitty days. I recommend that, It's always good to count your blessings, literally, And I don't know if a lot of people, when I was going through a hard time a few months ago, I got messages from people saying, you need to, count your blessings and all this shit. And it's like, you know what? You don't even know me, because I am that person, but when you get smacked with so many things at once, it does wear you down. It does, make you question why everything's happening. But I've always counted my blessings. I am so, I could cry just thinking about my kids and how, how I'm lucky that they're here with me and everything else. And they, having my family is most important to me. I'd rather have them than money any day of the week. Money does, take for you to live, I understand. But honestly, my family, I would not trade my family for the world. And I am that kind of person that I do take out, time, even if it's in the bathtub. I will, sometimes I just sit there in the bathtub and I just think about, everything that's good and everything I'm thankful for. And I even think about the bad. I don't like to, give the bad too much attention, because I don't want it there. And I don't want to pay attention to the bad, because if you do, then you're just going to feed into that bad energy, that negative energy. You don't want to, what you give to the world, you get back, I believe in. So, that's why I didn't understand, like, why was I getting shitted on after helping the homeless lady? It's like, you would think I would get something good in return, but it seems like when you do give out good, you get shitted on. So I don't really know how that all works. Mother Nature or whatever, Mother Earth. But I do like to think about, like, the bad things and how, like how did I get there? How do we get here in this bad spot? And how can we get out of this bad spot? And there's just sometimes you can't get out of it like that. Other people drive you to be in a bad situation, and when it's other people involved, it's not all in your power, and that is the most difficult part, because when it's out of your hands, it's just so helpless. And I don't know. Anyways, I'm rambling on. The point is, every holiday, especially when you're around your family, because usually holidays you get together with your family. My family has a horrible. They never say thanks. Like, they just, it's horrible. Like, we never sit around and say thank, I always have to bring it up, and it's just not what they do, and it's just something that I want my kids to know about, like, I want them to know, especially holiday dinners, and you're around your whole entire family that you don't even see all the time, you should, say, what you're thankful for. And I like to do, what we do here at home is, go around the table and say something nice about each and every one of, our family members, the kids and us. We say what we love about each and every one of us. So I like that. It's installing good, positivity and compliments to each other. It's a really good thing, to practice. But when we're around my family for dinner, and, it's usually holidays, which is like the most important time to me, because, you're having dinner. We don't have dinner as a family only on holidays, that we do that. So I know it's sad, but it's true. And we don't, they don't say thanks or grace or anything. And it's just, I wish they would. And they look at me crazy when I want to do that, for my kids. And it's like, you should want to. But anyhow, it is what it is. I respect whoever's house I'm at, so I'm not going to push it. But, yeah, just something I would like to install into my kids and have them know that, you need to, show thanks, and you need to enlighten on what's beautiful about your brother and sisters. And, personally, I would love to have a couple more kids, financially, if it works out. I really want just being around my family and seeing how small and disconnected we are. I only got 2 siblings, my mom only had 3 kids, and obviously I only have 2 siblings. I only have a sister and a brother. So it's not big enough. I wish I had more brothers and sisters. Honestly, I do. I seriously do. And I always thought 3, was big, was enough. But it's not. They only got 2 siblings. Cheyenne only has 2. They all have 2 siblings. There's 3 of them, but they only have 2 siblings. And I honestly think it would be wonderful to have 5 kids. And that might sound insane, but 5 to me sounds like a good Thanksgiving, when they're older, like have a real Thanksgiving dinner. And then when they're grown, they'll bring their, husbands or wives, and it would just be a big family Thanksgiving, And I realized that my family will never grow because my brother isn't having kids. My sister isn't having no more kids as far as I know. So it is my duty to give myself that big family. If it were, if my brother had some kids and if my sister had some more, then it would grow the family, but if they're not going to do it, then I want to, because that's what I want. I want to have a lot of, grandchildren. I want to have a lot of kids. I just want that love. I'm not necessarily having baby fever. I mean, the baby part is beautiful, but it's just, they're only babies less than a year if they start to walk early. So you cannot have a baby because you want a baby, because, yeah, that will be over before you know it. I love seeing their personalities develop as well. I just love everything about being a mom. So I would love to have 2 more kids. I know it's a lot. 5 kids is a lot, but I would not have them back to back. Savannah will be 3 in October, so if we were to get pregnant now, baby will be born sometime late November or December, and I'm okay with that. I'll be okay with that. And I wouldn't, if we were doing good financially enough to have a 5th, I would not have a 5th. Well, I don't know, because I'm going to be 25 this year, so I might, yeah, I probably would get pregnant probably in 2015 again, around 27, I think, for it's, I want to be done definitely before I'm 28, so, yeah, and I never thought I would want more kids. See, that's why I thought Savannah was my last baby, but it's, as they get older, it just seems lonely in a way. I mean, it's, Savannah, I mean, I could not imagine not having Savannah. It would be so lonely with just 2 kids. Like, Savannah brings spice to the family, and, she is a little character, but I don't know, it needs, I just feel, when you're done having kids, you know it. My family, I mean, it feels complete, but then it doesn't. I just feel like there is a few more little angels up there that, are going to be my children. So I don't know, it's just, everything has to, I want things to be perfect until we bring more children out into this world, but, life is never perfect. My sister's friend actually just got laid off. She's been working at the hospital for 20 years, and they're laying off people in a specific spot in the hospital. So, yeah, she lost her job after 20 years, so nothing is stable, You can't count on anything, and, honestly, I mean, I don't know. We're not trying to be irresponsible, we're not. But my husband does have Switzerland always in the back of his hand. If he ever wants to go, he can go there. So, if we have more kids, we will be taken care of, because if he loses his job forever, which, we're trying not to do, but there's always that. And plus, knock on wood, I don't want to say nothing really, but things would have to be looking good for us to, if we get pregnant, just know that things would be looking good for us to even make that decision. But things could change in time, and that's the scary part. But, you only live once, and you should do what you want to do. And I do want to give my kids, a good life. And big thing about it is the stupid IRS. My husband has to figure that out, because we would be able to live a really good life if we were to get our income tax. We would be able to go on good vacations and stuff, because he makes, good money, and we would be able to do a lot of fun things just from his return. So once ever that is figured out, which he is on that actually, so he's trying to figure that out, we will be, able to give our kids vacations and stuff like that, just how everyone I know goes on vacations when they get their income tax. But, definitely, I can't wait for life to get perfect. If I want more kids, I have to do it now, unless I'm not going to have them anymore, because I'm done at 28. And, me and my husband both feel the same. He wants, he does want more. He wants another son. Owen really is dying for another brother, but can't guarantee the gender. And I'm absolutely okay with whatever gender we get. So, I don't know, it's just a rambling vlog, actually. So, yeah, but definitely, I don't know, I just would love a bigger family, and, buying a house, right now, here, you can get a really nice house for under $150,000. You can get a good size house, so, and, our mortgage payment, if we buy a house for $150,000, I think would be, like, under $600 a month. How insane is that for a nice house? And that is, an investment right there, because the houses that you can buy for $150,000 are houses that would go for around $350,000 once the market is in good standing, which will be, soon. So that would be wonderful if we were able to get a house. If you guys know of a good mortgage company for us to go through, if you recommend one, then please let me know, because we dealt with a lot of mortgage companies in 2006. And we got lied to. They said that we were approved for a certain amount, and then we weren't. They just played mind games with us. Even the real estate agent did too. It was just such a waste of time. So I definitely want a mortgage company that will tell us straight up what we need. And I don't know if there's any such thing anymore in this day and age about nothing down. If you could buy a house and nothing down, I don't know. But I don't know who wouldn't buy a house, honestly, for $500 a month, $500 or $600 a month for a house is $150,000. We can get a nice house for around $115,000. So, but if I buy a house, I want it to be something I love. So, but yeah, why would anyone rent if you can buy a house? Because rent around here is insane. We're paying $1,100 for this house, and it's not even 1,000 square foot. So that makes no sense, yeah. We can get, this house would probably go for like $90,000. So, and our mortgage payment with that, Jesus Christ, that would be like around $300. So, why, it makes no sense to rent anymore if we can buy. And so we're going to be looking into that, and just keep us in your thoughts about that, because I would, love to buy a house and not have to deal with stupid landlords anymore. And it's 100% guarantee, basically, knock on wood. If we could buy a house and our mortgage payment is like only $500 or $600, my husband could make that money. So that is something that we'd be very comfortable with. So I would never have to worry about that, and we can live in a nice house. So anyways, I'm rambling on. But yeah, I would love to have more kids. I don't care if someone judges me on here. It is my life, my decision, and I won't be bringing babies into this world if things just take a bad turn, but if things take that bad of a turn, then he will be going to Switzerland. So, and also, I do want to get this cleared off about how, in January, whatever, when things, went really bad for us, how, he was going to take the kids to Switzerland, and I was going to stay here being homeless. And that was because his family was being so difficult about me going there, and they wouldn't, help him, and no one here from my family would help us. They didn't, it was cold-blooded, and that was my only option for my babies to not be in a bad situation. I would do anything for my kids. Just knowing that they would be taken care of would be good enough for me, to know that. And sorry about that, it cut me off, so I had to make more room. But basically, I would I always put my kids before myself. I would never allow, I would never want them to live in a homeless shelter with me. And I don't believe that would have been best. I do believe it would, if the situation, if it turned in, to that, if we would have had to choose, I do believe them going with their dad to Switzerland would have been better, who wants their kid to be in a homeless shelter? So my point is, at least we do have that option, at least there is that for my husband, at least he has a job over there is my point. So, things go to hell over here, because you can never look into the future, is what I'm saying. No one can, not, unless you're rich, your job isn't secure, no one, I doubt, unless I don't know about, maybe there are very secure jobs where you have a contract. I don't know. All I know is that my sister, a coworker, lost her job after 20 years just because they had to cut people. So, you know what I mean? Shit happens, and I can't dance around what ifs. If I want another baby and if things look right at that moment, then we have to take that chance. As long as I know that if things go bad, my husband could go to Switzerland, then that's okay. But yeah, I can't live around what ifs. Who does that? So yeah, and if you have, negative stuff to say about me wanting, a baby or another one, then you can just unsubscribe. My life doesn't concern you. You shouldn't be watching me, just because, I don't know, just to nitpick and just to criticize. But I do have a lot of amazing subscribers and friends on here. So, but I'm sure, after what I've been through, people are probably thinking, like, why would you want another kid? But that's not really fair, though. Like I mentioned, that's not fair to say that. Just because, something bad happened doesn't mean I should just get fixed, not have no more kids. He was laid off for a month and a half. It wasn't a year. And my husband's a hard worker, and oh my goodness, he was trying everything to make money, so, everything legal-wise, like doing, he even mowed the freaking neighbor's, grass, and he did things, to make money. He is a very hard worker. He's never gotten fired. He puts all his energy into his work, and he's never, wasn't like he was out of work because of his work performance. It was the company. It was the situation, construction. So, yeah, but like I said, hopefully something good is about to happen for my husband's job, and so, that's why we would consider another baby. So, we are just a normal family trying to make it like the rest, and we are allowed to have more kids if we want. You guys know I don't even believe of being on like government assistance, because first of all, it's not enough to support my family. So, yeah. So we are supporting our family on our own. So there's no need to. And everyone needs a helping hand once in a while. I gave it to the homeless lady. And we will all. I guarantee, some point in everyone's life, they're gonna need a helping hand. And that's life. Life's not perfect. It's not just peaches and cream. So I appreciate, those who have helped us, and even, just were there for me, just writing messages. It meant a lot, just knowing that, and I loved that, people told me their stories and stuff. I don't like hearing bad stories, but I like hearing how some of you guys were in a bad situation, but got out of the bad situation and are doing amazing now. That gives me hope. And we all need to hear that when we are in a bad place. We want to hear, that, so-and-so was in a bad spot once in their life, but, they got out of it and they're doing great now. I know not every situation is the same, so I obviously have to keep that in mind, but it just, gives hope. And he was only laid off for a month and a half, like I said. So, yeah, if we want another baby, we're going to have one. And that is our life. So, that's mine and my husband's, responsibility. And we've been doing an amazing job with these 3 kids. So, why not give them some more siblings? And it's for them. At the end of the day, I would be having more kids for them to have more siblings. And I don't want to hear, oh, well, not necessarily more siblings is better. Well, my kids actually enjoy having, they want more siblings. So, I want to give them what I didn't have, which was brothers and sisters. I was the last born. And my brother and my sister are very far apart in age. So I was just lonely. I feel like the only child, sometimes. So, because they're so much older than me. And I already had a niece at 6. So, I just want a big, tight family. So, Anyhow, I already said that way too much. So, I hope you guys all have a wonderful April 1st. And no, this is not an April Fool's joke. Actually, don't really, I'm not into all that. It's pointless, you know. You get people's hopes up, or you get people excited for a letdown, you know. I mean, it makes me kind of sad to see the few April Fool's jokes, because usually people do about pregnancies, all related to that, and just don't joke about being pregnant. You know, that's not really cool. But to each their own. I'm not going to judge. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, I think, you know, other things to joke about is you know, less life-changing things to joke about is better. You know, like a baby is not something to joke or lie about or play with, you know. You know, and I don't know. I'm not a prude, you know. I thought of, you know, what can I, you know, pull a joke about? But I'm like, well, you know, I want to be original. I don't want to say, oh, I'm pregnant, and then say, oh, happy April Fools. You know, like, that's not cool. But the people that, you know, come up with something cool, like what is that, JP Jess, or I don't know her name exactly, but she always does really funny April Fool's jokes, and those are funny. And she doesn't even post it on April 1st, so that even makes it even better. So, because, you know, everyone expects a joke, you know, to be pulled on them on April 1st. So, anyhow, though, yeah. So I do look forward to what is the YouTube April Fool's joke? I heard that YouTube is playing one. I don't know what that's about. I don't see nothing on YouTube except people posting little videos, but I am looking forward to you know, to see what other people have in store for April Fool's jokes. You know, see something besides, you know, I'm pregnant. Oh wait, I'm not. You know, unless it's true. But anyways, I'll talk to you later, and hopefully this wasn't too long. I'm sure it is, because I feel like I've been talking for half an hour. But yeah, I'll see y'all. I don't know if I'll be doing Veda, because we have to move, and that is super stressful right now. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. So I would say I would do it, but there's a lot of unknown stressful things going on, so I probably won't be doing it. I don't know. We'll see. So, but I'll talk to you later. Bye.